You're live. Sorry, I'm a tiny bit late. Like a Tinder date. 2 minutes late. Not as bad as some stories from what I've heard. But hello, YouTube world. My name is Tori. Welcome to the Australian Controversial Drama Channel, where we tackle the important issues. And today we are tackling Tinder. Yes, as the heading says, fluck Tinder or fuck Tinder, because it is actually fuck with a silent L. And what we do on the channel is we get people to either call in with Tinder stories or whatever story, whatever topic we're doing. We talk about the subject matter itself, a little bit of information and history about the world that is Tinder. And Josh is driving. Hi, Josh. Don't run off the road. I don't think you're going to hear any stories today that'll make you run off the road, but drive safely. Hi, Tanny Mitchell. How you doing? Bit of a reunion going on there in the chat. At the moment, it's a bit like an awkward Tinder date. There's three of us. Bit of an elephant in the room. Of course, as soon as I go live, I start coughing again, but we'll see how we go. Hey there, CCC, not happening today. Good to see you. Not happening today or any day. Joshy's messaging while driving, but I think your rules are a little bit laxer than the ones in Australia. We're pretty strict here. So at the moment, with the little gathering that we've got, I might just chat about Tinder itself. I've done a bit of research. With my channel, the idea is we have a little bit of a phone-in kind of topic. There's always a little story of the week, and this one's really short. I was looking for some shocking Tinder stories on YouTube while I was doing some research, and I ended up finding one that's just a little joke. Also, I think with StreamYards now, I'm at the point where I have to upgrade to get features like put my banner and stuff back in. Not banners, but pictures and so on. So I don't think I can put my little drama llama pickup or anything like that. So I'm going to have to contemplate subscribing or get back to learning Zoom and OBS. So we can do that. What I want to do, though, is find the right banner. Well, there's one here. You can summarize your talking points and calls to action. There won't be any calls to action around here. It's Sunday, for God's sake. This is a test run. That's my old one. Okay, so I think, let's see if we can make this work. There we go. Look at those little triplets. So yes, Tinder. Has anyone in chat had the pleasure or displeasure of experiencing the world of Tinder? Because I have. I don't mind outing myself as a Tinder tart. I've had good experiences. I've got a really good friend now that I met on Tinder. Like, we've never shagged or anything like that. We haven't even met in the flesh, largely because he's overseas. But I made a really good mate, and I have had a couple of lovers and a 4-year relationship with someone I met on Tinder. So I've had pretty good experiences. But that being said, that's about it. The only other person that I did have a match with, we went on a date, even though before the date I knew things weren't going to be great. When in one of our first conversations, he told me he was learning how to play the recorder. Yeah. So we still caught up because he was a nice guy. We still caught up for a drink, and then we decided we'd go and get a bite to eat. But we kind of knew nothing was ever going to happen. But, he was learning to play the recorder. Toot, toot. Hi, Amy. Amy's Justice League. Welcome. Has been a long time. Well, you were here last week. What did CCC say? That was no, thank God. CCC downloaded it and immediately deleted it. Have you been on his deck? Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I had a line for you too, Josh, and I can't remember what it was. I thought about it this morning. I was going to say I have a really, really big and it wasn't going to be deck. It's going to be something else. So, okay, so it looks like I'm maybe the only one who is stupid enough to admit to having a Tinder experience, or several. But I really enjoyed meeting people. But for the most part, for me, Tinder has always been an opportunity to collect photos of men holding fish. And I actually wrote a little song that I've done on stage that's called Fish and features a shitload of men holding fish. The song kind of goes, fish, 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 two fish, crab, fish, fish, shark, fish, 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 crab. That's basically it. It goes for ages. And then right at the end, there's a photo of me as a kid holding up two fish. Because the thing is, on Tinder, dudes seem to put photos that would impress other dudes. So they'll show you the gigantic fish. They'll show you a photo of them basically fucking a motorbike. I think if someone invented a motorbike seat with a vagina in it, they'd make millions of dollars. Just, anyone out there, have a crack at that, like a fleshlight, but in a motorbike seat. There's also lots of dudes in Bali patting various kind of animals in various types of Asian beer singlets, and a shitload of full-on hardcore bogan cars and boats, pretty much. But yeah, I discovered very odd. So when I first went on Tinder, it was to get material to do on stage, and I've never changed my profile, and all it says is I'm just here to get photos of men holding fish. That's it. And from that little line alone, I managed to score some swipe right matches and went real life with a couple of them. And yeah, no regrets, but not a fan of it where I live. The 4-year relationship was long distance. And when I say long distance, we did actually meet in the flesh and have a 4-year in the flesh kind of relationship. It wasn't some dude in Sri Lanka who I never actually met. But I don't like doing it here. I live in a small place, and half the time I see exes of mine on there, or I see friends of mine's husbands. Awkward. So, yeah, not really a fan at home. Kind of entertaining elsewhere. And before I get on with a bit more chitty chat, at Blues Fest a few years ago, I went on to Tinder because someone had said to me, hey, you know that at music festivals and stuff, everyone goes onto Tinder just to find like a festival buddy to hang out with. If you've got a band that you both like, you can just go and hang out with someone. So I went on Tinder. Anyway, there was a dude on there and I was like, whoa, he's hot. And I swiped right and we matched. And it turns out this guy is in a band, an American band, and they're becoming quite big. When I first met him, they were completely unknown in Australia. And he's a sax player, bendy sex whistle, and we've become mates. And we've stayed in touch. We've caught up again at another Blues Fest, and yeah, he's a really, really great mate of mine. So I think Tinder can be quite good. I'm kind of leaning towards there's nothing wrong with it. But I'm hoping someone has got a fluck Tinder story to share. Hey, Karina K. Amy says, I met my husband when I was in the US and he was a contractor in Iraq. Turns out we lived in the same neighborhood. That's crazy. That's crazy. I love that. I've got friends from Adelaide who moved to London to work and started working at the same law firm together and ended up getting married. But they grew up, 2 suburbs apart in Adelaide and never met. They had to fly all the way to London to meet each other, which is kind of romantic. You've been together 9 years Monday. Oh, congratulations. Happy anniversary for Monday. Married 7.5 years. He's the best. And you're going to be 50 in October. Wow. So you've got a wedding anniversary and your 50th coming up. Big time of the year for you. Congrats on both. Happy early birthday, Amy, in case I don't see you again. So a little bit of information about Tinder itself. Tinder is worth $12 billion. $12 billion. It actually started out a bit like Facebook. It was a college-only thing, and it was called Matchbox. Bit of a box theme today. So it was called Matchbox. It was college students only, and it was a little way of pairing up college students. like Facebook, back when it was the Facebook. But US, you're the most obsessed Tinder country. I don't think that comes as a surprise to anyone, really. There are 50 million users on Tinder, and 10 million of them are active every single day. Crazy figures. I'm just going to hold up my little notebook so I don't keep looking off screen. 1.6 billion swipes per day and over 20 billion matches per year and 26 million matches per day. That's insane. But from that 26 million, I don't know, probably 3 of them become relationships. There's certainly 2 types of Tinder users. It's definitely got a reputation for being a hookup kind of app, and 79% of Tinder users are millennials, and the majority of them say it's for hookups. But when you listen to some other statistics, 62% of people on Tinder are male, 38% are female. At least that's the way they've identified how they identify. 54% of people on Tinder are single. Now, bearing in mind that includes divorced and widowed, but out of the remaining 46% that aren't single, 30% of them are married. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man, I didn't set up my keyboard. I knew something was missing. Well, that's all right. I'll be the keyboard for today's episode. That's pretty full on, isn't it? 30% are married. Now, in that 30% that are married, I'm assuming quite a few of them would be polyamorous, have open marriages, you'd hope. But like I said, I have seen husbands of women that I know on there, and yeah, it's like, swipe left, move on, nothing to see here. 80% though of people on Tinder actually say they want a relationship. So it's not seen by the majority of the users as being for hookups. But that's pretty sort of full-on statistics, right? I'm amazed that there's 5 people watching, considering none of you have been on Tinder. None of you are going to be able to share any Tinder. It doesn't have to be Tinder. Any kind of dating website's fine. This subject matter, of course, was chosen by the apron of Wonderful. And at the end of the episode, we will spin the apron, see where it lands to pick the topic for next week. Could be anything. But with Tinder as well, just a little bit of history. It was launched back in 2012 by Sean Rad, Justin Mateen, Jonathan Badeen. When I was writing these down, I'm like, okay, you've got to have a rhyming name. Joe Munoz, Whitney Wolf, and Chris someone. He's got this unpronounceable name. It's like 26 consonants in a row and 1 U in the middle somewhere. So quite a few of them, and they're all, as far as I could gather, still pretty much connected to it, like nobody's moved on. It's available in 30 languages. It's available in 196 countries, and a mere 60 staff members look after the operations. Now, with anyone who is watching who might want to go on Tinder, I did do some research on the most successful ways to get matched. 9 p.m. any day of the week is peak time to be on there. And I do remember a friend of mine saying to me, you've got to look at Tinder like the old saying, you know, nothing good happens after midnight or 2 a.m. or whatever the saying is. I think the same goes for Tinder. I've seen some pretty whack dudes out there after midnight on the Tinders. Apparently, if if you're smiling, you'll get more matches. If you put a Spotify song on there, like you can put your anthem on there, you're going to get 84% more swipes than people who don't have their anthem, which is funny because nearly every person's anthem, when I see what their anthem is, I'm like, and I just want to say I'm not actively on Tinder now. I'm certainly not on there looking for a relationship. I don't actually know the last time I went on Tinder, but yeah, this is kind of past tense stuff for me. Now, for men, they prefer seeing photos of women in, and this was interesting, I thought, formal wear. They don't get excited. Sorry, neighbour going up the hill. They don't get excited. It must look strange to people when they look in the window and I'm just sitting here talking to nobody. Yeah, men prefer women in formal wear, not bikinis. That blew me away. I think I need to put a photo of me in a bikini up there. That'll keep them all away. What's Amy chattering about? Had to go 8,000 miles away to meet the woman he was, 1 block away from in Texas. Exactly. It's kind of romantic. I like your story very much, Amy. So dudes like chicks in formal wear and women prefer seeing the bodies of the men. Aren't we fickle and disgusting? Really? I was surprised by that. I really thought that men would like the chicks in bikinis and we'd like the dude in the tuxedo, but it's actually the opposite. And that's pretty much as much information as I really wanted to give. I don't want to start researching Tinder till the cows come home. I spend a good, 15 minutes doing that little research. I think that's more than enough time to spend on Tinder. I mean, I could go onto Tinder right now. In fact, let's do this. Oh, I probably can't. I was going to show a profile of somebody who's on Tinder. If I find someone who's not in Tasmania, I'll show you let's just see. I mean, it's been such a while I've been on there. They're telling me I need to update now, and I can't use it without updating. All right, here we go. Let's play a game. Let's see how many swipes it takes for me to find a photo of a dude with a fish. I want to take bets in chat. How many swipes do you reckon it'll take me to find a photo of a dude with a fish? Place your bets now while we install this. Oh, my friends are offering to bring this really awesome chair down for my big deck, Josh, if you're listening. My friends have got this gorgeous Papasan chair for me. Yay! Just in time because summer's coming and I can sit out there and sit on it while I read my book. Awesome. Spoilt. Actual fish. Yeah, so dudes that have been fishing and they've caught a fish and there's a photo of them holding up. Look how big, this big. I caught a fish this big. It's hilarious. I've seen photos of dudes holding fish that are like the size of sardines. I've seen people gutting sharks, holding up lobsters, crayfish, crabs, all kinds of stuff. But, yeah, we're on Tinder, and I thought we could – has it uploaded? Yes. Yes, it has. Let's see how long it takes to find a photo of a dude with a fish, and then I'm going to screenshot it. I'm going to crop his face and name out of it, so you'll just see a neck. Not having much luck. Nobody's on Tinder in Tasmania at 11:50 on a Sunday morning. Because I travel a lot, like you end up, and I don't spend much time on it. Okay, here we go. So first contender is Andrew. He's got a picture of him waveboarding and a bike, but there's no fish. All right, so one down. Okay, so Amy says 19. Anyone else want to place a bet? How long do you think it's going to take me to find a photo of a man holding a fish? Because that's how we started this live, was chatting about the fish song. I think, Amy, you're the only one playing along or paying attention now, so that's not going to be much fun. I'm going to say 7. Anyone else want to place a bet? Maybe it's just you and me watching, or you watching and me talking, Amy. And here we go. CCC saying 9. Oh, close. Cheeky monkey. All right, we've got a 9. Anyone else? Anyone else? Bueller. There's no prizes for this, just glory. That's how I always run my competitions. God, you don't want to get accused of running a competition and then not sending someone a prize or anything. So the glory, just give you the glory. All right. Well, considering I'm only planning on doing these little channels, 45 minutes is going to be the length when I have phone-ins, and when it's just stuff like this, just half an hour. Bit of fun. Okay, Karina, 5. All right. Well, we've already swiped Andrew. In fact, let's no, we're going to play it honestly. We've already swiped Andrew, so we're already 1 in. This is another Andrew. And he's standing up on a mountain somewhere. It's quite nice scenery. He's way too young for me. He's 33. He's quite fit. There you go. Women liking the bodies. And no, he's posing in front of a heap of aliens. So there we go. We're 2 down. I'm going to keep score over here. Any late bets? Elle Taylor, Josh Yee, you still around? All right, now we've got Brett. Brett looks more of a fast car, AFL footy, Australian rules football kind of dude, let's just say. I'm not sure if he's the fishing type. He's a happy chappy. He likes wearing beanies. He goes for Collingwood. If you're an Australian, you'll know that's not good. No, he hasn't delivered. No fish. 3 down. Well, we're inching towards your bet, Karina. It's not looking good for you. Let's see if Simon delivers. Simon's wearing some shorts, taking a selfie in a mirror. Oh, there's a toilet in the photo. If we want to talk about pet hates, I used to work in real estate, and real estate pictures like online, why do they need to show toilets? Collingwood, come on, exactly, Karina. Unless you're a Collingwood supporter. Instant swipe left. I rarely swipe right. Sometimes someone will say something funny or entertaining, and it's weird. I've ended up, like I said, with a really good mate of mine. He's in Bali. He lives in Bali. He's an Aussie, but he lives in Bali. Yeah, well, he's not actually on the toilet. It's just in the photo with him. But Simon, 55, no, 1 photo alone and no fish. All right, Joseph. What's Joseph got to deliver? He's a straight man, and no, he wears high vis. That's all he's got to talk about. Right, so we're 5 down. So, Karina, looks like you are out of the game. Next in line is me saying 7. Although if it's 6, if we get to one at 6, you and I have joint winners, Karina. Julian, 47. This isn't a great time of day to be doing it. I wouldn't be surprised if we run out before we even get to, what was Amy? 19. I don't know if there'll even be 19 people on. No, Julian, let the team down. Right, Scotty. He's just moved down from the Big Island. That's nice. You are probably going to win, Amy. Scotty's just moved down from the Big Island. He's got big plans. Current relationship, made dinner for 2, ate both. Well, that's kind of funny. But he's a young'un. He's moved into a house with pretty interesting wallpaper. High vis. Oh, he's got pretty big guns and tattoos. Not the best angle. Oh, my God, he's mounted a massive pole. You don't need any more detail on that. So, unfortunately, Scotty letting the team down. So, at 7, I'm out as well, which means next in line is CCC. Anyone else want to put in a late bet? We are guessing. Oh, hang on, Karina. You said 11 originally. Karina, you said 11. So you're back in it. I'm putting those smiles up like you just laughed at my joke then. Karina, 11. Well, we're on 7. So if we go past, I don't know what your number 5 thing meant, but any last minute bets? Any last minute bets? Amy's still confident she's going to win. Right. So we're now on Luke, who's number 8. Luke is actually wearing formal wear, but in the wilderness. And, I mean, if he was a woman in formal wear and I was a man, I'd be like, g'day, Luke. I actually want to see Luke with his clothing off according to Tinder. And he's got a singlet on in the second photo, but, again, no fish. Damn it. Oh, I now have a thing called a super like. For those of you unfamiliar with Tinder, people can send you a super like, which means their profile's highlighted and you get a little blue star that lets you know they super like you. And I got one from Johan, who's, pardon me, ik ben in master artist painting to the standard of the Dutch masters of the 16th and 17th centuries. Holy shit, we aren't going to see a fish. Oh, that's a painting of his. It's of an eagle soaring over mountains. He wants an honest, kind lady who likes gezelligheid travel. What the fuck does that mean? Gezelligheid. G-E-Z. Anyone speak Dutch around here? It's gezelligheid. Conviviality, coziness, fun. Oh my God, they all like fun, don't they? That's why I put that in my heading. A fun night. They always say they like having fun. Yes, you can have your first pick. 11 for the win. Come on, number 19. I love it. Bit of competition. Just he's lucky to speak English most days. Right. Well, he says he has a love of life. So he likes fun, travel, has a love of life, true love and happiness. And then he says, hoop tot ziens. Bejik mission site voor in ID van what ik do Johannes must. Oh, he's got a website. Sorry, I won't read that out. Right. The dude is pretty full on, but let's say, oh, I prefer his painting. He's done a very nice painting of a woman playing the guitar, though. Photo of him in Holland. Looks like his painting made it into some sort of publication. I mean, oh, there's a kangaroo. Damn it. Damn it. Why didn't we play kangaroos? Shite. Shiteson. It's actually a wallaby. Hang on, I'll show yous. Hey, Bridget, do you want to just throw a random number over 8? We're guessing how many swipes on Tinder it takes for me to find a man holding a fish. Oh, it's not letting me crop it. Come on. Here we go. I'm just proving there's a wallaby, which I know isn't a fish, but, you know, just for you Americanos, just to show you a little wallaby, which is like a little kangaroo. Here we go. I better go back into StreamYard so I can actually say, look, a little wallaby or a little wobbly. That Dutch guy's been hanging out with a wobbly. Oh, Bridget, your face has just popped up on my phone too. Back into Tinder. So poor old Johan has let us down. So we're now at 9. So, okay, Bridget's gone 13. Excellent. So CCC being on 9 and now you were at 9. If it ends up on 10, you and Karina will get a tie. How do I get Johan the fuck off my screen? Off you go, Johan. Oh, Chinthaka. I don't think Chinthaka's in front of a waterfall, and I don't think Chinthaka looks like a fisherman. He's playing a guitar in the snow. He's in a paddock. He's on the coast, and he's at the footy by the looks of it. He travels a lot, but no fishing. So we're now at 10. You could still, no, you're out of it now. CCC. Karina, 11. Michael's 35. I'm not going there, but Michael's very cute and he's sitting on a yacht with a really cute dog. Hello, Michael. But Michael, that's the only photo. No fish. So 11, Karina. If we get one on 12, you and Bridget shall share the honours. Ryan, 39. Come on, you're 6 foot tall. You love a laugh. Let's see you with a fish, dude. He's in a tuxedo. He's in a suit jacket. He's got a glass of wine. He's got some cool sort of T-shirt on with his mates. No fish. Ryan, fuck yeah. 12. Sorry, Karina. It's all over. Bridget's next. Any latecomers with numbers? Any latecomers? We are playing Tinder here at the moment. We're trying to find a photo of a dude with a fish. I'm going to feel like I'd write knob if there isn't one because, seriously, I've got files of not thousands, but I think I used 96 photos in my PowerPoint on my little slideshow that goes with my song. Luke, 39. Oh, it's rainforest. That's it. Not even a picture of his face. So sorry there, Bridget. Although for the moment you are still potentially could win it because it's between you and Amy now. Whoever gets closest to 19. Oh, sorry, whoever gets closest. Whoever's close. You know what I'm saying. I got thrown. Wattle's 82. What the fuck? It's a picture of a tree, picture of a paddock with snow. Wattle is 82. He's on the farm. So Wattle, fuck you too. No good. So we're at 14. Come on, 19. Nadeem, 43. Oh, God, I don't want to stereotype, but in my experience, I've never met a guy called Nadeem who's into fishing, but, you know, he's only got one photo. Nope. 15. Chris, pink screen, and that's it. What a random selection. Lance, 62. One photo. Where are we? 17. Come on, 19. You're already the winner, Amy. You're already the winner. So that's wonderful. Are there any latecomers? No. David. But we're going to keep going until the photos run out. There's a dog. David, fuck you. Andrew, 30. I'll let him anyway because you did. Let's see if Andrew on 19 delivers. He's got quite a few photos and he's a photographer. Let's see. There's a photo of him with his camera. It's a photo. Well, he's got a lot of tats on him, on his arm and hand. He's in a studio and he's on a basketball court, I think. Good photos, Andrew. You're a good photographer, but no fucking fish. So that was 19. All right. I'm not going to keep counting now. Amy, congratulations. You've won. But let's just wrap this up by finding one. Richard, 44. Dirty-minded individuals think dirty thoughts. No kidding, Richard. Wicked sense of humour, you reckon? There's a photo of a... Hang on, I can just do this. Check this out. It's a photo of a hot dog with sauce, like it's licking the hot dog. I guess that's the joke, right? An innocent photo of sauce being put on a hot dog and people turn it into something perverted like I just did. Oh, Richard, you wacky trickster. There's a picture of a cat. No fish. Some sort of weird advertisement. Graham likes a bit of a music festival and camping, and hiking, and floral shirts and motorbikes and another motorbike and a beanie, but no fish. Paul, scuba diving, hanging out in a restaurant, hanging out with his mate who's quite a lot going for him, I must say. Paul, swipe right. Hey, Paul, can I meet your friend? Wine, into the red wine. Loves pouring it and drinking it. That's good to see. And pointing. Not a fucking fish in sight. Well done, Amy. You're a champ. Floral shirts and motorbikes for the win. Here we've got Carl. Now, Carl's a surfer, so at least we're getting into some water sports. Oh, Carl in the kitchen. Carl and his dog on a rock. Fucking fish. Richard looks like a pisshead. I can tell already. He's standing in front of a boat with a beer bottle in his hand. Yeah, he's at the races. He's at the Australia Zoo. He's in Sydney. He's on a rooftop bar. Richard's too drunk to go fishing. Sir Shad, wanting someone to go to Bali or Thailand with him this year. He's got a dog. Oh, he's quite fit. He's a good-looking rooster. Little dog in a salon. He's very metrosexual, very clean cut. He's got a plate of food. He's got very nice arms. Carl, I can't remember. And he's got a cute bum by the pool, but no fucking fish. Jared's heavily into physical exercise. There's a black and white portrait of him. He's quite a nice-looking guy, actually. Oh, he's riding a bike in Lycra. Sorry, Jared. No fucking fish. Mike, show me your books, not your boobs. I don't think he's into fishing. No. Looks good in a suit. Well done, Mike. He's a professional. Shit, he works for my brother. Rodney, there's a picture of like a 16-year-old girl with a pierced lip. Rodney, I don't think that's you. Oh, it's your daughter. I don't think she should be on there, Rodney. Chris. Matt works in a guitar shop and he's got a very big goatee. He's got a hot friend too. Who's your friend, Matt? Oh, he's got a picture of a stormtrooper playing an electric guitar. Anthony, he's on a jet ski. He's out. Can't stand jet skis. Piss off. No fish. Dean's got his kids. Who does that? Who puts the photos of their children on Tinder? I mean, there's a photo of a room with an armchair and nothing else. Yeah, pissed in a pub somewhere, up in the snow with his kids. Like, you don't do that. Well, Sam's fucking naked in bed. Adrian. Jesus, we should have all guessed 160. This could go for 2 hours. I wanted to end this 8 minutes ago, but that's all right. We'll go. I've got things to do. I've got to get ready for the lads, but Matt's a pisshead and he wears wigs and face paints. Dude, you're 50. Glenn rides a motorbike. So does his kid. Photo of his kid in a stack hat. Photo of his 3 kids. Oh, by the way, Amy, congratulations. You get the glory. He's got a photo of his 3 kids. Yeah, Glenn, no. 2 dogs rolling around in the dirt in his backyard. I hope you're visualising this up. He's got a cat too. Fuck off, Glenn. Luke, dad of a near 2-year-old. Big beard. There's the 2-year-old. Don't do that, man. Nah, fuck off, Luke. Zarko. Jesus. Hang on, I need a drink. This is... I was saying at the start that, I don't have a problem with Tinder. Fuck Tinder and all who sail in her. It's a shame I can't show you the photos, but, I'd get sued or something. Zarko, he doesn't fish. Pardon me. Chris, bit of trivia. There are more planes in the ocean than submarines in the sky. Now, I didn't know that, and I think that's pretty fucking interesting. Thanks for that, Chris. Chris is topless. Oh, my God, he's got a movie. He's wearing a little beanie and the ears are wiggling, and his eyes are looking straight at me. Move on, Chris. Oh, he's got a parrot. Not quite a fish, though. Parrots are the fish of the land, right? He plays golf. No fish. Robbie surfs. Robbie's done what the girls like, according to that Tinder stuff. He's got his gear off. Robbie, if I was 15 years younger, Robbie's delightful. But Robbie doesn't fish. Fuck you, Robbie. Peter, 53. Skydiving, jumping out of a plane, upside down, in fact. Quite the action shot. Another action shot. You might want to rethink that top, Rob Peter. It's a bit tight, a bit like my Nirvana T-shirt. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw this. If you weren't watching the unboxing early with Bridget, check out my new T-shirt. Look, it's a Nirvana T-shirt with Hanson on it. How cool is that? It's best. Stuart. Stack hat is a bike helmet or motorbike helmet. We call them stack hats. Just because it's funny, not because you don't go into a shop and it's like there's a row with a sign that says buy your stack hats here. That's just what we call bike helmets. Stuart's poking his tongue out, bit of water skiing at night. Don't know where the hell he is there. He's got a lot of teeth. Until further notice, celebrate everything. Well, that's a positive message, but you could at least be into fishing, Stuart. Campbell. Oh, God, I've seen Campbell on Tinder for years. He's been around. I don't think Campbell's ever been on a date. I've seen Campbell plays the keyboard. He doesn't fish. Alex, please. Has anyone bothered to keep count? We'd have to be close to 40 now, surely. Alex just hangs out in Bali with a lot of people and gets really shit-faced. So does Jason, by the looks of it. But he's been to Paris. He's got a baby. Thanks for sharing that. And his parents too. That's nice. Meet the parents on Tinder before you even go on a date. That's lovely. I don't know how you pronounce this. P-U-I. I'm just going to say Pui. 45. He's a single dad. He's a brickies labourer and he's in a baseball cap. No fish. Tony with a very big and rather much more attractive dog than Tony. Sorry, Tony. Dog on a boat. I was like, excellent. There's going to be fish. No, there's not. Chris sounds interesting. Oh, well, he's long gone. Brendan's on the beach and he likes beer. No fucking fish. Steve, a picture of a cloud. Well, that doesn't tell me much about you, mate. From a plane. That's great. Another ad. David's in Peru, I think. He jumps high. He does star jumps. And he's got an ex-girlfriend in his photo. That's lovely. Barry, come on, Barry. Nope, 3 photos of him in the same high of his top. Fuck you, Barry. Matt's a hiker. He's 42. I don't know where he is there. It's kind of interesting. He's about to jump off something. Oh, he's bungee jumping, hiking, posing in front of that's very pretty, Matt, wherever that is. The northernmost point of the Australian continent. He's got a head that's shaped not dissimilar to an island in the background in that photo. He's in a spa. He's in a hot tub, jacuzzi, a beanie, fucking fish. Is anyone even still watching this shit? 6 of you. That's awesome. Isn't the Nirvana t-shirt the best? Mind you, I've got a 2XL or something and it's like a body shirt. Here's another Tony. He's laid back, Layed. No fish. Oh, there were fish in a tank in the background. That could have I could have ended it on that. Never mind, we'll keep going. And I do have a funny little Tinder story at the end for you. Funnier than the dude that I went on the date with. He's learning to play the recorder. Andy, good looking, no fish. Des has a dog and no fish. Frank, a headshot, body shot, neck down, no head. Kind of would like to see the head. No fish. Greg is a cartoon. Fuck off, Greg. Blake's 52. He's in a boat and he's got a motorbike. No fish. Felix is just a cat. Yeah, that's hilarious. Buck is 36. Motorbike. Oh my God, Buck, look at your tattoo. Buck, you've got a very nice face. You might want to clean up your bedroom next time you take a photo. He's got shit all over the floor. Clean up your room first. Buck's got a lovely face though, just not into cleaning the house. That's a bit of typical kind of boy thing though, isn't it? But he didn't have a fish. I don't think a man has a fish. Gockman could be an interesting name to say in the throes of passion. Go, Gockman, go. He seems to be a night owl. He's relaxing with a cup of tea on a balcony. That's lovely. Gockman doesn't fish. Clinton. Come on, dude. He's got 6 pairs of sunglasses on his face all at one time. That's not funny. Look, he did win. If I find any fish, it doesn't even have to be him holding a fish. The fish tank could have done it. Craig, I can tell you right now, I'm really glad I'm not looking for love on here. I mean, the ones that are cute are really young, and I'm not going to go there. Craig doesn't fish. Al's got a very big pizza, a huge pizza, and a huge beard, and a huge bottle of gin, and a big loaf of bread, and a bag of potatoes, and some peanut butter, and an iron. That could be an interesting dinner. He looks like a kind of funny dude. He's at the beach. He's love food, beer, and each other. Oh, he's a romantic at heart. Just food and beer come first. No fish. Brendan. Roland. I think I'm going to know. Well, Roland's got a wacky photo of himself on a book that a girl's reading. A for effort. Miles, you look like a tosser. I don't think you have fish. Bryant. Tim. Come on, Tim. Tim's only here for the weekend. Tim's cute. He wants to move here. He loves the ocean. No fish. He's a bit young for me. Josh. Not you, Joshy B. Another Josh. Oh, look, I give up. There's a surfer. Fucking riding a pretty impressive wave. Andrew. Kind of can smell Andrew through the screen. Gerard. You don't put extremely attractive. You let people, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, Gerard. And I beg to differ. And I'm no oil painting, but I wouldn't put that in my profile. Josh, another Josh. He loves barbecues, guitars, fish. No, and a really shitty football club. Jeff's peering through a hole. Oh, dear, Jeff. Stay behind the hole next time. Brendan. I give up. No, I don't. This is as close to a fish as we're going to fucking get. Don't ask me why this is in his picture. It's not really a fish. I mean, it is, but it's not. But if it puts an end to your misery and mine, let's just do it. Here we go. I finally found a fish at what? Profile 73. Well, I found one at 52, fish in a tank. There you go. Let's end this now. That's going to do. So just to end, Tinder sounds like hell. It wasn't great. But Sunday is definitely a busy time in Tasmania on the Tinder. I didn't run out of potential suitors. So just to end, oh no, did I? Here we go. Little Tinder story I found on the interwebs, and then I'm out of here. I've got shit to do. I've got friends coming. We're having a barbecue. Woo! I hope you all have a beautiful Saturday night or Sunday, depending where you are in the world. This isn't a horror story. This is just a little conversation went with a guy who swiped right and matched with a girl on Tinder. She wrote, Charmaders are red, Squirtles are blue. If you can catch me, I'll be your Pikachu. And he wrote back, I'll squirt all over your face. And she blocked him. Rightly so. Won't get that if you're not a Pokemon fan or ex-Pokemon player. Maybe we should play Fuck Pokemon one day. So while we're at it, let's spin the apron for next week's topic. Didn't mean to do that. But since it's over here, and the topic for next week will be, oh yes, fuck cronuts. Now, for those of you who don't know what a cronut is, you'll learn next week. But essentially, a little sneak peek for next week's show, a cronut is a cross between a croissant and a donut. So we'll be nutting that out next week. Fuck cronuts. Until then, stay groovy, stay out of trouble, take care of y'all. Chat soon. Bye.